So I recently got to catch up with my good friend Justin Khoe, doing an interview for him for an episode on his channel about COVID-19. And I'm pretty much the only non theist, the only atheist that was interviewed. So my perspective in that video, I do assume, will be unique to that video and something that video needs. But I thought that I would take the time to just show my friendship with Justin, just show us catching up with each other. Because sometimes you just need to show the nice stuff. What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you beautiful, blasphemous bastards? Welcome back to The Raging Atheist. I am your boy Nakasuchi, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of me and Justin Khoe catching up. It had been quite a while since we had talked. And I think it's vital that I show you guys that I'm not just all rage. I'm not just all animosity. I'm not going to just go at you. That if you give me more than enough reason to consider you a good human being, I will do so, even if you are a theist. And I myself, I've been back and forth on whether I'm bigoted toward religious folks. And if I am bigoted towards religious folks, is that a bad thing? I've been back and forth on it, and I don't think that I am. I think that I am fair, and I think that I am critical, and I think that I push a hard line, but I don't think that I'm bigoted. I do think that if you show yourself to be a good human, I will see you as a good human, regardless on whether or not you happen to be a theist. And that's ultimately what happened between me and Justin. I made a couple videos going really hard at him, and instead of getting butthurt about it, instead of being mad about it, he approached me about it and opened up a dialogue. He showed that he was a good person, and he showed that his ego isn't something that he would allow to get in his way of understanding other people and talking to other people. So I want to kind of show you guys the behind the scenes of the new episode we filmed for his channel, and just show you that yes, the Raging Atheist can be friends with a theist. Yeah, sounds good. So how's life been treating you, dude? It has been a minute. So.
Life has been very good. It's been busy. I know that you're not on Facebook or Instagram, so you don't see the life updates, but we had a kid 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, well, I knew y'all were pregnant. I was gonna ask if you'd had it yet. So how is it? Fatherhood is awesome, isn't it? And I want to send a congrats to Justin and his wife. They are two awesome people. They're gonna be awesome parents, even if they raise their children into their Christianity. I don't have much issues with that because I don't really find their brand of Christianity to be harmful. But they're two great people. Justin's wife came with him to Battle Creek when he came here and visited me here at my home. And we spent the whole day together. And while me and Justin were doing our thing, she was with my daughter the whole time, forming a friendship. And it just goes to show you that all Christians, I would hope most Christians, just aren't like what we find here on YouTube. You know, I really hope that most Christians don't go around automatically assuming that we're bad people just because we're atheist, or we're bad people just because we're not Christian. Now, I know a lot of them still do, but I really hope that that's changing and more Christians can be like that Christian vlogger. And I think honestly, you know, parenting should be something that kind of brings the two sides together. That should be something that we can agree upon. We may not agree upon the particulars, but we should be able to agree upon that parenting is the most important thing. And if you do a good job parenting, if you love your child and you're a good parent, well, that should be one of the most important things about you.
Oh man, it's great. I've really enjoyed it so far. It's not as bad as I thought it would be in terms of sleep and things like that. A friend of mine kind of gave me the inside scoop, so to speak. He was like, they don't tell you this, but the newborn stage is actually the easiest because all you do is you feed them, you change the diaper, and you put them to bed. You don't have to watch them really. He's like, but when they get older, then they got opinions. They have an idea of what they really want, and they'll cry, and so it's like, okay, that makes sense. That
Yep.
makes sense. But right now, we're enjoying the cuddling phase, the just snuggles, all. Oh man, it's awesome. We love it.
Yeah. My daughter was colicky, so the first 7 months was awful. Screaming nonstop. You never would sleep. So, oh yeah, adorable. I definitely see a lot of you in the baby. And I mean, how could that not like melt your heart? Like, even if you disagree vehemently with everything about Justin Khoe and everything that he stands for, him showing you that picture should just melt all that away. Especially if you're a father and you have been there, you have held your own baby to your chest, and you know the pride and the feeling that is there with that. I mean, these are the happiest times in your life, especially with that first child. Going into it really unaware of what's going to happen, or even really knowing if you're going to be able to do it or be good at it. And then realizing that it's something inside of you. All the generations before you, there, just kind of waiting to give you silent guidance. And most people, they're gonna be okay at it.
Depending on the day and depending on the photo, he looks like me, and other times he looks like her.
Oh, he's
It's
so
kind of
cute.
one of those things where like every day it does kind of seem to shift a little bit. But oh my goodness, we are over the moon when it comes to that.
Oh, I bet, man. Yeah, it's definitely a life-changing experience. It's so adorable. That's awesome. I'm so happy for both of you. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so I mean that's taken up most of our time, but other than that, things are going well, man. Like I've got to work on projects that I really care about over the last while. I just got the word actually today that another project that I kind of proposed through like my church organization got approved, and so that's going to be no small amount of income that we can count on for this year. So
Oh,
it's just
that's
like
awesome.
things are good. We're really happy, all things considered. So
That's
I
that's
know that people are
great, dude.
suffering and things suck at times, but at least for our experience, God's been good to us, and we just feel very blessed, feel very fortunate.
And that's awesome. I'm really happy for Justin and for his wife. I'm really happy that a Christian like Justin can move forward, that it doesn't just have to be about hatred, or it doesn't just have to be about a hard line. It doesn't just have to be, you're gonna worship this way and you're not allowed to talk to, unbelievers, or you're not allowed to look at other worldviews and learn anything about it. Justin is an exploring person, and he wants to understand, and he wants to have hard conversations, and he wants to have the hard conversations about his own faith. One of the things that I've always respected about Justin Khoe. And nobody deserves success more than he does. And I'm sure he works his butt off for that success. And he's got a really big Christian channel that takes a lot of work to do that. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I couldn't even ever really imagine being as big a channel as he is. And then outside of that, all the work he does traveling around for his church, talking to young people. Now, I'm sure that my activism would go against that I would stand against that. But we're still able to come together as human beings, even though we would be in opposition at moments. We're able to come together as human beings and realize, hey, we like each other. Hey, we're friends. And I think that friendship is vitally important. Yeah, well, I mean, that's awesome, dude. And you deserve it. Yeah, keep up the good work, man.
Thanks, man. How are things with you and little Ronnie?
They've been good and rocky at the same time. I had COVID in October, and
Oof.
I'm one of the 20% that had ongoing problems with it. So I was out of work for 2 months, trying, and that's why I'm only working 2 days a week now, is because I'm on restricted ability to actually work. but I've been
Wow.
going through all these tests, CAT scans. They found a spot in my lung. So we were like, oh, maybe it's cancer and lung surgery, but fortunately it wasn't cancer. So yeah, just I'm on a
Jeez.
bunch of steroids trying to heal my lungs from the COVID, and
You still smoking?
I've actually quit. I still smoke maybe a cigarette or two a day, but my cutoff date to be completely done is like 4 days away. So I've
Good
been
for
on the
you.
gum and the Wellbutrin. I take Wellbutrin, so it's been it's I'm actually gonna do it this time. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm getting
I'm
back into
proud of
shape.
you.
I'm losing weight again for the first time in a
Yeah,
couple years. So
you look leaner. Yeah.
it's getting better. So, just two friends catching up. Two friends that live on opposite sides of this country. Vastly different time zones, so often our times are really hard to match up. Justin does a lot of his work in the evenings where he's at, which is super late for me. So sometimes it's just really hard for us to be able to communicate and stay in contact, and we're both very busy people doing our activism. So it's really nice to have these moments to be able to catch up with your friend, especially for a very important video. A video to where I might be really the only person in full concordance with, vaccination, with following the science when it comes to COVID. So, yeah, I think it's very important. And it gave us a chance to catch up, and it gave me a chance to talk to my friend, Justin Khoe, who is a Christian. So, all of my haters out there, if you think that I'm just absolutely bigoted towards Christianity or towards Christian people, I'm not. I'm here fighting a fight, but I am a human being, and so are you. And that should be reason enough for us to be able to find some common ground. As always, my patrons are the shit. I love you guys. I love your support. Your support has went a long way in getting me better equipment for this channel and allowing this channel to be what it is, and hopefully it will only get better. All of your Patreon money goes into an account, and then that money gets utilized for this channel. Thank you for your support. I love you. And if you like the videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share me on your social media. It's the only way the channel is going to grow because YouTube hates us. If you feel the need, comment in the comment section below. I'm trying to get better at hearting comments. If I don't heart your comment, it means I didn't like it. I'm trying to get better at replying to comments. So comment in that comment section. Hit that bell so you're notified of all the stuff I do. And as always, I'm going to see you soon.